What is up, guys? This is Jarvis again, and I'm bringing you a game with me, Jarvis, and Jujoki versus Fresh Prince Red Protoss and Chickmagnett T, who's gonna be Blue Terran. Alright, and so this is a pretty familiar map. For those of you who have played the beta, it has one big ramp. It's a big fat ramp that connects to both bases, so you share pretty much one large platform. This is like a raised ledge all the way across. There are no rocks leading into your base, and so it's a pretty fun map that like asks for teamwork. So yeah, it's good to play like, you know, with your friend on this map, which I am doing because Jujoki is my friend. I am ashamed to say, no, I'm not ashamed to say, he's my friend for a long time. Anyways, like Patootie. Patooty's weird. Patooty's not, that's a different situation. That is just not the same situation. Anyways, that is enough about my personal life. And so we see Chickmagnett not doing the same thing we're doing, so maybe he doesn't like team play, but who knows? He's gonna go ahead and build a barrack up in front. He has just, no, he's not, yeah, pretty standard build. He has a random supply depot right in the middle to obstruct maybe workers or units from getting in, I don't know. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Will Smith, he is building a gateway. Smart move, Will. I'm just going ahead with my standard build because I am uncreative. I have a refinery going up. Jujoki building this pylon. We have some scouting going on. Good for us. Jujoki going in, just like looking at Chickmagnett's base. He's gonna go for Fresh Prince's base, and good for him. I say attack SCV because my SCV is gonna attack. He's not there for fun. He's there to fight. So this pylon, he's made it his enemy, and really, you know, in my opinion, it bugs the crap out of like Protoss players or any player when you just attack their pylon, because they don't want to send like, you know, like a couple probes. They want to send one probe, but even if it's sending one probe, it's like you're losing, you know, that probe's like whatever else he's going to be doing. Because they already sent like a scouting probe at some point, you assume. So Fresh Prince is, you know, chilling on our base, and I was attacking, so he has to use his other probe, and so he's down a probe, which is good for us and bad for them. I have my gas going up now. I'm building a tech lab, another barrack, because that's just what I wanted to do this time. We see a reactor going down here and a tech lab going there, and I think that's exactly what I do, but except in the opposite order and a little later, because I am just a little bit later on this. Good for Chickmagnett, and he has his orbital command going up. Well, I guess that's what we did. We traded orbital commands and we got an earlier bunker, or not bunker, barrack. And as long as I don't attack first, that time differential shouldn't matter too much. So yay for me and yay for Chickmagnett. We're like identical twins. But no, Chickmagnett goes for a third barrack, but I go for a third barrack, so we are like identical twins. Maybe I am a Chickmagnett. No, that's not true either. Anyways, we see Fresh Prince going for some good old econ. Maybe, yeah, he chrono boosted. What did he chrono boost? Probably his Nexus, right? I don't remember. We see I'm in the least with my SCVs. I'm not building that many SCVs. I think I was supply blocked? Yeah, I was supply blocked. Plus I got my mule going, and that really helps out. We see Jujoki. He's pumping out some good econ. He's also upgrading. Good for him. Got a good number of units, but whoa, Chickmagnett, he's like going for a pure marine build, which I've only seen once, and that was like a very bad build. But this is like at the gold level where you don't see too many like noobs. I mean, unless you're like a diamond player, anything, everyone not in Diamond League is like a noob, which may be true for you, but that's very condescending of you to think so. Anyways, he's just churning out these marines, and he has to compete with his supply depot. I bet he's like completely, like, he's like building supply depots constantly. Yeah, he's building supply depots constantly, because when you churn out marines that fast, like 2 at a time, it's not easy to keep up with supply. French Prince doing the same thing with his zealots. So they're going like a lot of like mineral heavy army, and I mean, it's pretty powerful, but composition is really where you want to go, I feel. Like how we're doing, like a Marine Marauder and got just like this sentry, but I never get sentry because it costs 100 gas, and I'd rather have 2 stalkers. But Jujoki does what he wants, and I don't say anything because Jujoki can do whatever he wants. Anyways, they are moving out with this enormous army. What do I have? We have a very much smaller army. I mean, Jujoki doesn't have that big of an army. He's catching up, and he has warp gates, so that's fine. I'm pumping out stuff as much as I can. I don't have anything else but these 3 barracks, but their army is much larger, but my supply, and I have a bunch of excuses. Anyways, they're coming here, but since they're attacking, we have kind of an advantage. We can keep turning out units, and Jujoki, very smartly of him, builds a photon cannon to help defend. These stimmed Marines are a little bit weaker now, but you know, they're doing a lot of damage, and you know, this cannons taking out these Marines, because Marines stuck against cannons, especially after they're stimmed. So we do a pretty good job of defending, although I'm not too sure how we defended that. I think after that battle I was like, whew, I can't believe we survived. That was so many units. Yeah, I think we saw it because of my super duper SCV at the Zelnaga Tower. Anyways, chickmagnett keeps on going for those Marines. freshprince has his warp gate technology up, plus he has his Twilight Council, and he has his expansion. Jujoki already has his expansion, so he's ahead of the game, miles ahead of anyone. I am not ahead of anyone, because actually, I'm ahead of my identical twin. But that's because he's building 2 engineering bays, like a weirdo. Maybe for dual upgrades? Good, I mean, he wants to go like a pure marine upgrade super build, and so he has. He got the combat shield plus the stim. Wow, these marines are super strong now, I guess. But, you know, marines are weak against like a storm, for example. Like, what are they going to do against a storm? Like, no amount of marine superness is going to help them against like a psionic storm, which we do have available to us. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I think I want a tech. Where's my tech? Why am I not building a factory? I'm just sticking with these marine. I think I'm afraid of them pushing out again with the same combination, and so in order to defend in time, because they can approach at any moment, I say let's keep building these guys. So I have a Reaper going out now. Okay, there's my factory. Good for me. Reaper, what do I do with my Reaper? I don't think Reaper is useful at all, but okay, I have a rally point. Where's my rally point? It is going all the way over here. Okay. I think I want to, once we attack, or they're attacking, I want to like send them over here to attack these probes. So maybe that's successful? I don't quite remember. Actually, I did not realize this, but Marines actually get a shield. Oh my gosh, what the? Unless they already had that? Do they already have that? No, they don't, so they actually get a shield. Wow, you learn things every day, and it somehow gives them 10 more HP, which doesn't make sense. You should give them more armor if it's combat shield. It doesn't actually add to their lifespan, it adds to their armor, but that is the complexities that is known as StarCraft. I move out. Jujoki says he's getting stormed because he is smartly understanding his opponent very thoroughly, and so he is upgrading his shields, which is very economical, I think, but very expensive as well. But he has a lot of minerals to go around, and he has a decent army size, so he can do what he wants, of course. My units are at this Zelnaga Tower, and I remember seeing that Marine there, and so I send out my Marines, but 3 of them this time, to fight this guy with the shield, and they prevail, and so they do not get vision of our army that is approaching. But let's see. Yeah, so he has an observer coming, so I think that eventually scouts us out, unfortunately. And we see a void ray back here, so freshprince will smith hiding his void rays in the back. Man, that is sneaky. Why would he do that? That is so mean. And he has like a couple units up here, and he has minerals left, but he's not building anything. Oh, he has supply blocks. And he rage builds pylons because he is supply blocked. I do this too, actually, but I don't clump them together. I spread them around my base to increase vision and the pylon power. So having this many overlapping pylon power, it's good for like a building that's really crucial, but I mean, if you're gonna get attacked like that, you're probably already like gonna lose. Anyways, Will Smith, Freshprince sees our army and they're like, oh crap, but no, they're not oh crap, because they have this huge Marine army that is upgrade 1-1. And so they're not worried at all. They're just saying, yeah, come at us. We will totally devour you. I say now because I have enough energy to scan. Good job for me. And so Jujoki's like, no, I'm not going in. Screw it. No. And I'm like, oh, you're not going in? Alright, cool. So we go back and we're like, oh, no. Yeah, Jujoki's like suicide. Crap. So my Reaper just stays where he is because he does not want to face any kind of wrath. Although I think it'd be a good idea to go in because he'd have to... Someone would have to move their army, and it might be Fresh Prince, but I'm sure I can get at least like 2 pro kills. If not, yeah, probably 2, not more than 2. So we see Storm coming out, good for Jujoki. He even researched it. Plus 2 more gateways and another base. Man, Jujoki is just everywhere on the map. Good for him. I'm bringing out my infantry again, and I don't have that many units because I am building out my factories. I have 2 already built. Thor coming out because I like Thors. I'm being supply blocked every step of the way. This one SCV cannot build enough supply depots in the amount of time. I think I have to actually like use like an extra supply down, which I think is pretty useful, but I don't know. Anyways, he says, let me know when you can scan. This observer is totally observing our army, and so Jujoki says, yeah, I see the observer. Let's scan it and own it. I scan, I didn't see it, but I actually just get it. So that observer goes down. Too bad for Mr. Fresh Prince. They saw our army, so they're like, okay, let's kill it before they get into position. And so I think they're gonna move out soon. Maybe, or chickmagnett, maybe, I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe he wants to, what? Anyways, whoa, look at that. He's just like inches away from the cannon fire. Very dangerous, very, very dangerous. And these High Templars have 2 storms in them, so they're very deadly right now to this marine force. I scan, that provokes them. These guys come in. Let's see these storms. I want to see how good Jujoki's storms are. We see 1 storm that gets in the middle of the base, another storm in this exact same place, which is a pretty good idea because those marines are weakened. It makes them have to move and lose that time in terms of attacking. We stay ahead of tank range just about. So we're not getting attacked by tanks too much, but here's this tank fire. This guy's getting owned. You didn't see that animation because I have animation down to really low. These Marines totally own my Thor, but that's okay. This Archon getting owned because that is not enough time. My Reaper just chilling because he likes this female Karak and wants to make friends with it. You guys remember what the critters were named in Brood Wars? Because Karak sounds familiar, although I can't be too sure. Anyways, I know they're coming with a huge force because I saw those Marines and I imagined that Fresh Prince would have an army bigger than those couple of stalkers, so I am pumping out these siege tanks, and luckily this map is big enough for me to have enough time to get at least a couple of tanks out, and I have 5 right now, which is pretty decent, but I know I'm going to need more, so I build a couple more, and they just get there and siege in. And so they wait in front of the base, and Jujoki pulls out a couple more zealots just for tanking purposes, so that my tanks, oh man, I'm so good at these wargames, do some good damage. Man, actually, I did not know this, but Storm doesn't actually hurt air units, does it? Not very much, at least. Good job, Jujoki, taking care of those tanks that were kind of harassing our front lines. And he has a lot of minerals to use. I bet he was macroing up too much, or maybe microing too much. I'm not sure what was going on, but I have 0 minerals, so I am ready to move out, I believe. And so, yeah, there we go. I say let's go, because I'm a total master and commander. I've got a lot of tanks. How many tanks do I have? 12 tanks versus, what was his name again? I forgot. Chickmagnett. 4 tanks, and so I think 12 tanks beats 4 tanks. If you're playing rock, paper, scissors, we come across his base. He has 4 mules going down on it. That's